Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to Unit Lost. I am Stylosa, and this is going to be a bit of a short video, but a bit of an interesting video, because this is almost like a response to the previous video I made, because I noticed there is a lot of very strange comments on that video. Now, the player in question was banned from the game, not for playing Symmetra, and I don't think I entirely said that in the video. I never said, oh, he played Symmetra, so he's been banned. Well, the point of that video was to highlight GM players that D-rank, and now there are a couple of ways you can do this, and any way you look at it, it's artificial D-ranking, so which is basically illegal in the game's terms of service, so you can get banned, right? So that is buying accounts, and that is throwing games. Now, you can throw games in a couple of ways. You can throw games in a 6-stack, again, that's not great because you're throwing games. You can play at a lower level than you know you're capable of, and then suddenly turn on the skill at lower levels just to annihilate entire enemy teams, which is the whole reason why the MMR system exists. This is so you cannot smurf. Like, you cannot smurf. Repeat after me, ladies and gentlemen. You cannot smurf in Overwatch. The only way you can do that is if you artificially do it, like by buying accounts or throwing games. And that's what this player in this video was doing. And anybody else that has done this, it is terrible. Nobody at a high level, especially at Grandmaster, which is an insanely high level, under 1% of the player base play at Grandmaster, yeah? Those players that have got streams, that have got YouTube channels or whatever, that go out of their way to make these bronze to GM videos, they are intentionally reducing their rank to wreck people, even if it's under the guise of, which I believe the video, the guy in the video I made earlier on was apparently to help other players out, like, oh, I'll give you tips and advice. Oh, I'm really a Grandmaster player, but I happen to be in your silver level game. Oh, dearie me, I'll help you out. That's terrible, because you cannot put somebody of that caliber into that game. They will affect the game in a way it's not designed to be affected. They are too high skill. That's why the MMR system exists, and that's why they should be playing in their own brackets. That's why I will always have an issue with bronze to GM, because it is a dick move. It is a total dick move, because what you are doing is using your superior skill to basically shit on people in lower ranks, and it's not great, right? And I don't understand how that message has been confused in that video. Like, there are some strange comments with people saying, I don't understand the full situation. The guy wasn't banned for throwing games. He was banned because he bought an account. And I'm like, none of that really matters. The intention was to play at a lower level when you're a higher rated player. Imagine if I made a series of YouTube videos where I got access to a lower level account. So I got a silver account, and I was like, hey guys, check this out. I'm going to play in silver and go all the way up to Grandmaster. That teaches you approximately nothing, because I know I'm already a Grandmaster player, so I'm already going to get back to that level anyway. Like, how is that teaching people anything? Well, I'm just going into games and just wrecking people, and it's like, oh yeah, you've learnt your lesson, or I'm giving friendly advice to people. No, that's terrible. That's why I produce series like Overanalyzed, and that's why I make all of the guide videos and stuff that I do, because I try to bleed knowledge down into the community to make it a better place. I don't go out there into the community and be like, and pull these ridiculous stunts. It's just totally crazy. Ladies and gentlemen, hopefully that makes it clear why bronze to GM, these are terrible. Like, there's been some other cases. IDDQD was going to do this, but then he realised, oh, this is a bad move, and he never did it, which is fine. Maybe he played a few games and then he realised it was bad, so he stopped doing it. In that case, yeah, I can kind of understand it. But when somebody like the fellow in question in the other video has done this repeatedly, that is terrible. They are cheap stunts, which are just done to get kind of kicks, and it's sort of like, hey, you know, look at me, I'm so great. You know, these guys are so bad. Even if you're there going, oh, yeah, you know what? I'm here to help these guys. It just doesn't wash with me, and honestly, it's got no place in this game. That type of behaviour, it needs to be stopped. Guys, I've been Stylosa, this is Unit Lost. Let me know what you think about all this in the comments below. But yeah, please, like, I don't know, don't jump to crazy conclusions. Nowhere is it acceptable for a higher rated player to artificially reduce their rating so they can play against players that are, well, grotesquely below their skill level, so they can take advantage of that. That's not great, and it ruins everybody's experience.